everyone, welcome back to the House of Floss and Fluff. My name is Carrie. Thank you guys for joining me. Today is Thursday, June 2nd, and I am here relatively on time for once with my monthly stitching update. So I hope you all had a fantastic month of May. Things here have been good, you know, pretty much same old, work, school, just same old grind as always. So let's just dive in and start talking about the stitching. So May is traditionally Maynia month, and I did participate again. I did a little bit different plans this time than I've done before. I tend to do something a little different every year. So if you watched my last video or my last update video, I went through my Maynia plan. So I'm just going to do a real quick recap. So what I decided to do is I picked 4 of my larger whips and assigned them each a day of the week, and I worked on them on that day throughout the month of May. Mondays were my quote-unquote Maynia day, and so that meant a new start every Monday. And then that left 2 days, which happened to be Thursday and Sunday, as open days, and so I could work on whatever I wanted to. So overall, I enjoyed the schedule. It worked out really well for me. Basically, I set myself a rotation. You know, that actually didn't occur to me until I was like 2 weeks into it, and I was like, yeah, this is basically a rotation. I've tried rotations before. I find for myself they just don't work very well. I usually end up tossing it out within a couple weeks. But I think because this was given a certain time frame, you know, at the end of May I was done, it worked well for me for the month, for the most part. There were a few days where I did skip or I didn't work on something, mainly because one day I had a really bad migraine. I didn't stitch on anything that day. And then I ended up doing a little bit of designing in the month. So I do design from time to time. I don't design on any sort of schedule. It's just kind of when inspiration hits, I go ahead and I design. And so then I have to sit and model stitch. So like I said, so I ended up doing some designing, and I ended up stitching up a model in there as well. So things got rearranged just a little bit. Basically, what I tried to do with the free days was to give every piece, all of the large pieces that I picked, the 4 large pieces, at least the same amount of time throughout the month. And I think I did that pretty well. You know, might be off a little bit here and there, but for the most part, worked out really well. So, yeah, so we're going to dive in, and I figured we'd start with the 4 large whips that I chose to work on. And I did remember, in my last video, when I showed all of the projects, I remembered to at least take pictures of them. So you guys, I will be able to insert pictures of exactly where I started on the piece to where I am now. You guys can see how much progress I made in a month, which on some of them, some were better than others, but hey, they all got a little bit of stitching into them, so I call that a win. So we're gonna start with Tuesday, which was my butterfly Cloche day. That pattern is designed by Hello from Liz Matthews, and I got it on her Etsy shop as a PDF. And what I'll do first is I'll insert the model picture here because I didn't use the call for colors. So if you want to see what the model picture looks like. Okay, oops. And I'm just throwing stuff around because why not? Oh, wait, no. And I picked the wrong piece. Wow, I had the wrong piece on top. See, I thought I had everything organized, and of course, no, I didn't. Not organized. It's okay. So I'm trying to remember what the called for colors were in this. Oh, MPI silks. That's what it was. And so I did change, but I stayed fairly close to what the called for colors were. So real quick, this is where I was when I started it at the beginning of May. And hold on, that is where I am now. So let's see here. That's just more of the cloche on the side there. I did get some, but I made decent progress. I really worked over here on this butterfly. That was my main focus, and I got close to another butterfly finished. So I'm very happy with that. And then I moved down into this one because this butterfly down here has some different colors in it and has a red in it. And I really am looking forward to stitching that color. So, but I love it. So honestly, the biggest change that I made on this one in terms of color choices is instead of doing the outline for all the butterflies and the outline of the cloche in 310 black, I changed mine to 37.99. So it's that dark pewter gray. And I just kind of wanted just to soften it just a little bit. I like how it's coming out. I think it looks really nice. So otherwise, the colors, like I said, are very close to what the called for silks were. And the silks did come with a DMC conversion. So I might have used a few of the DMCs, like the white, you know, I don't know if it's white. Look, I can look real quick and just see. Yeah, white. It is blanc, white. So like I left some of those the same, but yeah. Oh, and then let me see if I have the tag for the fabric. I know it is a linen. More than likely it's a seraphim. It's a 40 count linen. I don't know if I have the tag in here or not. I thought I did. I really, really did. Oh, here it is. It is not a seraphim. It is a Victorian motto. 40 count vintage sampler is the color. So, but very, very nice. I was glad to pull this one back out because I forgot how much I enjoy stitching on it. It's just so pretty. The colors are pretty. The fabric is nice to stitch on. So I definitely want to continue working on that one going into the next few months. Okay, so the next piece, and I do actually, you guys, I even have notes this time. Like I'm prepared. Like scary. It's scary that I'm prepared. I'm on time and I'm kind of prepared. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so the next one is the Sea Witch. This was my Wednesday piece. And this one I started, this is my birthday start last year. So here is the model. It's by the Primitive Hair. And then I will go ahead and I will insert where I was when I started, which I did not have very much done on it. So this one, actually pretty significant progress. I'm proud of this one. And so that is where I am now. So I got a lot done on this one. Of course, I didn't have very much to start with, so it probably looks more dramatic just because I didn't have a lot. But I love this so much. This is so much fun to work on. I really looked forward to every Wednesday when I got to work on this one. It was even fun putting it into an open day because I just enjoyed it a lot. So I did change the colors. I didn't vary a lot from the called fors. You know, just I kind of stayed in similar shades. Probably the biggest change would probably be her skin tone and her hair. And so her skin tone is hold on. It's a Mosale. It's called a Vixen from Mosale. So it's, you know, a little bit darker. And then the hair is a Victorian motto, and it's called, oh, Dame's Rocket. Dame's Rocket. That's what it's called. And it's a very dark, almost purpley color. I love it. It looks so good. Looks so, so good. So I definitely want to keep, I would like to keep this one going as well. I would really like to have this one finished. And then the fabric, I actually did have the tag. So this is a Seraphim. Oh, this was a test dye. This is a 32 count linen from Seraphim. It was a test dye. So, but I really love this fabric. It looks really good. Works out really nice for this piece. Okay. Let's see if I can get everything back in here so I don't have the cats destroying everything on me. Okay. So then we come up to Friday, which was Lady of the Flag. And I will insert where I was with Lady. So I did tell the story that Lady was actually my Maynia piece last year. And I got significant progress on her last year. But all that progress I had to rip out. I had a miscount and I had to rip it all out. So I've kind of had a love-hate relationship with this piece. So anyway, this is where I am now. Yeah, there's not a ton on here. Basically, I pulled this out the first Friday in May, and I decided because I had to rip out all of this up here. I had her head completely put in. That was what I did last year. I decided to go ahead and just work over on the flag. And I started coming down here with this blue here. And the red that I had already put in here was miscounted as well. So I had to rip that out. So I started out, lady, having to rip out stitches. Yeah, I was, yeah. Luckily, it wasn't a bad place to have to rip. It was easy to rip it out. You know, it should be an easy fix. I'm fingers crossed. I'm hoping that it just went down this far and that was it. And the rest of the flag is fine. I'm just going to keep going and hope. And then I came over, so I was frustrated with this part. So then the next few stitching sessions I spent over here, I did the flowers, and then I came down with her dress. And my husband has converted this converted lady to a red dress, which red, R-E-D, stands for Remember Everyone Deployed. So there is a reason why why he converted to the red, but it's fun. I do enjoy putting the dress in because it's fun watching it come together and grow. So, you know, so not horrible progress, you know, I mean, I made progress at least, but it was really frustrating when that first night I'm having to rip out stitches. I was fit to be tied that night. I'm not going to lie. I was trying to see if I have the tag for the fabric and I don't. It's a color and cotton. And I think I always get the name wrong. I think it's patina. I might be wrong. My husband will correct me. He knows this better than I do. I get confused. It is, I know for sure it's a color and cotton. It was a custom cut piece that she did for me because I needed a little bit bigger than what she normally carries. She carries big enough, I think. She carries half yards, I think. I just needed a little bit bigger than a quarter yard. Or a fat quarter, sorry. So, but I think it's patina, but I might be wrong. I know it's a color and cotton, and it's a 32 count. So at least like I said, I made some progress on her. I do hope to continue her through the summer. Hopefully continuing making forward momentum on her. Okay, last of the 4 that I did was Saturday, and I decided to do a sampler on Saturday. And the sampler I chose is the Louisa Mallet 1875, and that is by Samplers Forever. Yes, Samplers Forever on Etsy. And I bought the PDF version, so I will insert the model picture there so you guys can see what it's going to look like. And I am actually, for once, using all of the called for DMCs. And I even have the tag for the fabric that I'm using. That's crazy. Okay, so I will insert the picture of where I was when I started it. I don't know why I keep leaning back like I'm expecting to actually put I'll insert the picture in editing. I'm not going to actually put, I don't know. Anyway, I'm stitching this on a 40 count. It is a Seraphim. It is called Old Stationery. And that is where I am now. So not bad. I think I made some decent progress on this one. It is definitely growing. I actually am fairly close. I think, let me look at the pattern because I have it marked. Yes, I am. I am fairly close to a page finish on this one. So I very rarely pick pieces that are larger than 2 pages to stitch. I mean, on average, 1 page pattern, that's it. That's mainly what I stitch because I tend to stitch smaller things. But this pattern is huge for me. This is huge. This is a 9-page pattern, which I know for some, not that bad. For me, that is huge. So I'm super excited that I am actually close to a page finish. I could probably, if I worked on this at least probably 1 more Saturday, maybe 2. Sorry, we've got cats fighting over a spot on the couch. Okay, you two. I think 1 more Saturday, maybe 2. I would have the first page done. So, but I love it. I love the colors. And I was so excited. I'm so glad that this huge rose here is on that first page because this is what drew me to this pattern. So I'm glad to have that done. It kind of motivates me to keep going because I love that. Like I love just pulling that out and just looking at it now that it's completely stitched. So, which I think I had it stitched completely before Maynia. I don't know. I don't remember. I think I did. Yeah. But I'm glad to have some serious progress on that one because I love it. Okay, so now we're going to go into what I worked on for my free days and my new starts that I started every Monday in the month of May. So the first free day happened to just be May 1st, which was Sunday, and I pulled out the sheep jar from Melissa at Pinker and Pumpkin Quilting. It is her blog, and it's a free pattern. It's super, super cute. So I didn't have the sheep completely done when I had showed this last time, and so now the first sheep is totally done, and he's so cute. I love sheep. You guys know this. And so this is just such an adorable pattern. And this is a 14 count Ada that I had dyed a really long time ago. It came out like a baby blue color. And I'm using all DMC. I think I just changed the blue here in the little flowers. Probably because I just didn't have that blue or I couldn't find that blue. So I just picked another one that was close. Okay. So then we come into Monday, which would be a new start day. And I picked another Melissa, Pinker and Pumpkin Quilting, one of her houses. So this is the Spring Green Salt Box, and I'll go ahead and insert a model picture there. And that is my teeny tiny start. Well, actually, I did pretty good. I got a pretty decent start on this one. I worked on this one a couple different days, so I did throw this into a couple free days as well. And the biggest color change I did is in the house. So for whatever reason, when I saw this piece, I envisioned it as a teal house, like right off the bat. So I knew immediately when I stitched it, I was gonna have to make it into a teal house. So, and these are, I picked, let me see if I have it written down. I picked a Cosmo and a color called Spearmint Leaves, and I'm not sure who the dyer of that is. And for once, I was trying to keep the amount of rustling bags to a minimum, so I put all my bags away for these pieces. And so now I'm not sure exactly who this is. It could be a Carrie's Creation floss as well, but I love it. It's going to be really, really pretty. I need to get back to these now and get some of them finished. Okay, so then we come down, Sunday, May 8th, which Mother's Day, I decided to start a new project because free day, I can do whatever I want, right? So I pulled out Spring Flowers Maidens from the Little Stitcher, and I decided to start this one up here, kind of purpley one. And I did not use the called for colors. I just grabbed colors that I had that I thought looked good. And isn't that so cute? And I finished it. So I didn't finish it that day. I did stitch on it a couple other days. I think I finished it on Sunday, May 15th. I ended up finishing it. But a lot of fun to work on. Super cute. I want to do the rest of these. They're all really, really cute. And this is a 40 count Be Stitch Me Fabric of the Month. I'm not sure exactly what the name of it is, but it is one of hers. So love that. Okay, then we come into, where am I? Another Monday, and I decided to do another house from Melissa at Pinker and Pumpkin Quilting. This is the Strawberry Salt Box, and I'll go ahead and insert a model picture there so you guys can see it. And not a huge start on this one. I only worked on this one that one day. I don't think I worked on it at all after that, but gonna be super pretty. And I did change some of the colors. Again, I just chose things that were similar to the DMCs, but maybe just a little different shade here and there. But I love it. And this is a Buttercup Yellow. I think this is a 40 count. It's an even weave. I believe I got this from Kathy at Dying for Cross Stitch, but I'm not 100% positive. And this is an old piece of fabric that I've had for a really long time, so I don't even have a tag anymore for this. But I just love these houses. Melissa's houses are so cute. In fact, while I'm here, we're gonna throw this in real quick. I did have a finish, so this one was almost finished in my last video. This is another one of Melissa's houses. Isn't that adorable? This one is the Oh no. I'll have to insert the name down here because I don't remember exactly what it's called. I want to say it's Betsy, but I might be wrong. But isn't that beautiful? And I did use all the called fors, I think, on this one except for the house, which was a pink floss that I had hand dyed a very long time ago. But oh, I love it. Now I got to turn it into a pillow. But I'm trying to get these other ones done too because I want them all like displayed at once. But you know, I need to just finish the ones that I have. If I have it done, I need to just fully finish it so I can display it. Okay, so then the next one, this was the 16th. This is the August 9 patch from Primrose Cottage. And this is on a 40 count. This is just like a natural linen. Oh, I suppose I should insert the model picture of it there. And then there's mine. I totally forgot all about that. And I did not use, I don't think I used the called for colors in this. I think I just changed to the stuff that I had. Yeah, I did use, hold on. I used fancy floss or hand-dyed threads that I had on hand that were close to the colors in the picture. So, but this is super cute. I love this whole series that they have done. It's a really, really cute series. And fairly quick to stitch up. This was only one day of working, and you know, I would say I got at least a quarter of it done. So should go pretty quick to finish it. Okay, then we come down to the 23rd. I decided to start one of these. So I've been collecting this entire series. This is the In the Woods, A Year in the Woods series by Cottage Garden Samplings. This is the bear. I just love him. He looks like he's doing yoga, and we call Lucy our bear. And so I just love it. So this is my start. Not a huge start on this. I think we were busy that day, but I did get somewhat of a start on it. And there's only 2 weeks dye works. Of course I didn't have either. So I just picked my own colors. And I think I'm actually going to go back and choose a different color for one of them. I don't know yet. We'll see. But it didn't matter in this section yet. And I think I used all of the called for DMCs. Yeah, I did. So very cute. And this is a 40 count Be Stitch Me. Again, it was one of the fabric of the month. I'm not sure exactly what the color is, but you can't go wrong with any of Randy's fabrics. They're beautiful. So I love it. So yes, I eventually will stitch this entire series. It's going to take me a while. I don't know how I'm going to finish them. I think I'm going to stitch them individually, but I don't know. That may change. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, and then the last new start just happened to be on, oops, I'm sorry. I did not think putting that notebook down like that would shake it that bad. Anyway, so my last new start happened to be on Monday, May 30th, which was Memorial Day. So I went ahead and picked a patriotic piece to start. And I picked the piece Glory Glory from Shakespeare's Peddler or Kitten Stitcher. It's from the 2021 summer issue of Punkin and Primitive Stitcher magazine. I will insert the model there because I do get the PDF. I do have a PDF subscription to Punkin and Primitive Stitcher, but that is where I am. This is a 40 count linen. The color is London Fog, and it is from Under the Sea Fabrics. I really like their fabric. It's very thick for linen. It's really thick, and I like it. It's really nice to stitch on. And I did not use any of the called fors. The called fors in this were weeks. I actually did have one of them, but I ended up switching exactly. Yeah, I didn't use any of the called fors. I picked my own just from what I had on hand. Again, I tried to stay close to what the called fors were, but they are a little bit different. But I love it. Oh, so cute. I love this one. I've wanted to stitch this one since it came out last year, and so I was really excited to start that one. Okay, and then real quick, so yesterday, June 1st, started Cross Stitch Summer Camp. So if you're unfamiliar with that, it was started by Colorado cross stitcher. Her name is Sherry. I will link to her Flosstube, and I will link to the Facebook group. Basically, each month you get a prompt and you start a new project at the first of the month. And the goal is to have that project stitched, all of the stitching finished by the end of the month. And you are entered into prizes and things if you do get stuff finished within the month. So the prompt for June, for the month of June, was to stitch on a holiday piece, any holiday that you want. So I chose Halloween because, yeah, it's me. And I decided to do a spirited mandala by Ink Circles, and I will insert the photo here because I bought it on her Etsy page as a PDF. And this was actually a purchase that I made yesterday. So it was a new purchase as well. It was my, like, one of my first new purchases in a while. I have not been buying a lot of stuff. I've been very good with my Stitch from Stash. So that is my itty bitty teeny tiny start. I love it. It's going to be so cool. This is the first time I've really used like heavily variegated thread. So I'm stitching this on, this is a 40 count Be Stitch Me. This was another one of the fabric of the month. This is After the Harvest. Love it. And I'm stitching it with this color. Isn't that cool? So my very, very bestest friend, Jen Upton, had sent me this, I think for my birthday last year. It is called Earthwalker, and it is from Dying for Cross Stitch. And I will, of course, link to their site as well. Very pretty. I'm excited to see it come together because I just think it's going to be really cool. Like I said, I don't normally stitch with this heavily variegated floss, so very excited to see that come together. Okay, so that was the June 1st start. So hopefully I will have it done within the month. I did do, this is a series. This is actually a series from Ink Circles. There's 4 of them, and I stitched one of them already. It was actually my winter cross stitch camp piece. So I got that one done in February, so 28 days. So hopefully, you know, I'll be able to get this one done. Okay, so lastly, we're just going to show a couple finishes. So if you watched my very last video, Flosstube number 60, I did a couple of, I did some finishing as a video, a finish with me video. And so this was one of the hoops. This is from Darling Whimsy on Etsy. It's the Quirky Quaker series, and this is the snail. Isn't he adorable? So, so cute. And then the other hoop I finished, this is from Melissa at Pink and Pumpkin Quilting. This is the 1776 croc, and got an extra little stray fabric there, or not fabric, but thread. I love it. Turned out, again, super cute. And then, as I had mentioned, I did design a little bit. And so the first design I did was a Biscornu, and this is the Pink House Biscornu. It is currently available on my Etsy shop. I will put the Etsy shop down here, and it also, a link to my Etsy shop is always in the description box below. So it is available as a PDF if you are interested, but it turned out so cute. And then the bottom is just some kind of abstract flowers, but I love it. It is just adorable. So, so happy. And then this button, the Daisy button, came from Walmart. I think this one came from Walmart too. It's just a plain old pink button, but the Daisy one came from Walmart as well. And then the fabric is a 14 count Aida that I had hand dyed. It's kind of purpley, pinky color a very, very long time ago. So I'm glad I finally got to use it, but I love it. And I do have a few more Biscornu designs coming as well as I get them stitched. So kind of really got into the whole designing Biscornus. I don't know why, but you know, sometimes inspiration hits and you just go with it. So yeah. So that is it, you guys. Like I said, overall, I really enjoyed my Maynia. I think I got a lot done. I'm really impressed with the progress that I made on my whips. I'm hoping to continue that going forward this summer. I would like to see some more progress on those. I don't know if I'm going to get any finishes. Maybe I might be able to get the Sea Witch finish. I think that is one that I could have done by fall. Fingers crossed. The rest, they're going to be long-term. You'll probably see them next year in Maynia. We'll see. So yeah, also if you haven't checked out the Finish With Me video, go ahead and check that one out. I learned a lot from doing that. I'm hoping to do some more in the future, with hopefully this time keeping them a little bit shorter. That one ran a little bit longer than I had planned, but that's okay. First time, you know, make a lot of mistakes and you learn along the way. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I've got a few things to do. I've got a sleeping Newfie down here, so I'm sure you guys don't want to keep listening to the snoring, but that's okay. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope that you have a fantastic upcoming month of May. I hope you guys have, well, you know, I hope you had a great May, but I hope you have a fantastic upcoming month of June. And I will see you guys again later. Bye, everyone. Thanks so much for stopping by.